So welcome to my first YouTube video. Let's go, bitches. Okay. My phone is ruining my life, and I don't know about you, but I'm assuming if you clicked on this video, it's also ruining yours. And I can see that in the trends that are going around. Like Mia's Digital Diary is a fantastic place if you ever want like inspiration, but I see it going everywhere. We're all sick and tired of these social media algorithms just trying to buy our attention, and it's infuriating. And I also have social media addiction that runs through my family, so I come at my discussion on how my phone is ruining my life through that lens because I have also developed that addiction to social media. So I am now currently fully off of social media. The only social media that I have is Pinterest and YouTube. Pinterest, I actually enjoy. I mean, it's gotten worse over the years. The ads are annoying, but Pinterest actually has an algorithm that doesn't like completely suck you in. And so it allows me to enjoy content without feeling like I'm going to lose hours scrolling. Like literally just this morning, I don't have Instagram on my phone, so I have it through the like web. So I went on the web because sometimes I need to contact people through Instagram. I went on the web to contact somebody through Instagram, lost like 30 minutes, and the only reason it was that short amount of time was because somebody was like, hey, get off your phone. And I was like, thank you. Like, it's so bad. These apps and the way that they have them, they trap you so fast. And even if your algorithm is like good, or you have great content, or like you've really created a good algorithm for yourself, you're still losing so much time and you're not actually living life. And it's like we see so many people through these algorithms living life, but I want to get to live my own life too. So fuck the algorithms. So to give you a little bit of backstory about myself and my own journey through social media, I'll go ahead and give you a short timeline of what my digital detox have been like. So in the beginning of 2025, I deleted all the apps off my phone and started really taking it seriously and trying to get off of social media. There would be times that I would open up and re-download the apps, and then, I mean, literally entire day is gone. Like, it's so bad. And so basically, through a very long journey, I've learned to move away specifically from short form content to long form content. Because, and again, that includes YouTube, that includes Pinterest to me, but the way that they have how they run their algorithms, it's not like intoxicatingly addictive. So it's a social media that I still allow myself to use. So yeah, I've been working towards trying to get off of social media for basically a year and a half, possibly 2 years if you really include how long it's taken me. I'll go ahead and display some graphics somewhere over yonder, and you can kind of see how it's worked, because it's definitely not like healing is never linear. It's definitely been where like I delete Instagram off my phone, I delete TikTok off my phone, and then you can almost see, I'm sure you'll see these like giant spikes in like usage again. That's when I downloaded it again because I was like, oh, I just need to check this one thing, or like, oh, I need to do this like one thing, and then my whole day is gone, and then the whole next week is gone, and then the whole next month is gone. And it's like, I really hate social media. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's been a long time, a lot of work, a lot of progress. I'm treating it essentially like an addiction, and the longer I've been away from it, the more I realize just how bad it is, because I can literally go on for like to DM someone on Instagram, and like I said, it was only 30 minutes today, but that's short compared to how bad it's been in the past. At least coming from how addiction runs in my family, I can tell that for me specifically, it's something that like it feels the same when an addict realizes that they can never have another drink, another drop of alcohol in their life. I cannot have social media in my life because it genuinely destroys my life. Yeah, I also just want to be very clear that, like, there's a lot of times where I feel like we're almost marketed as, like, this is something that we should be able to fix. Like, just turn down your screen time, turn down this, do this, and you'll be able to fix this. And then you can have your phone and it'll all be fine. It's not that simple. Like, it's not just, oh, just fix your screen time, babe. Like, it's not that hard. It's really hard. And that's why I'm trying to come at this with, like, this has taken me time to get off my phone. This has taken me time to learn to work through this addiction, essentially. And I want to show you all how I worked through that so that others can work through the addiction. And even if you aren't addicted to your phone, if you don't feel like it's that serious, then you can just learn better tips, or not better tips. Look at all the YouTube videos, find all the tips, but you can find other tips and or similar tips that you found around the internet on how to get off your phone, because I just want to share my journey and hopefully help others to get off their phone, to start actually going and living their lives. And honestly, due to me fully being off of social media is one of the reasons why I'm starting YouTube, because it's taken me time to, like, process and get over this fear of posting online and, like, starting something that I've always wanted to start. But because I now have the time without my phone, and because of so many different factors, I'm actually willing to start this YouTube channel. And I'm so excited about that. So honestly, if anything, this addiction, me working to reduce this addiction as much as possible, has helped me really start to live my own life, which I'm so really mega grateful for because I'm done scrolling through my life and living my life through a digital screen. I want to live my life, and living life doesn't happen through a digital screen. It really does not at all. Another thing that I wanted to discuss is just how badly it affects anxiety. I think I'm going to go ahead and swap over to a clip where I explain it pretty well. But fun fact, didn't have this little baddie on here. So I think the audio will be good, but it'll be different. So I know that my phone has contributed to my anxiety. I have never been tested for my anxiety, so this is not an official diagnosis, but the only way that I can describe it is that I have chronic anxiety. So scrolling through my phone constantly and just always feeling like I'm never doing anything never helps the anxiety as well. Because if I'm only ever scrolling and looking at doing things, I'm not showing my brain that I can do things. And that only worsens my anxiety. And then in conclusion, just to how much anxiety, like, plays a factor in our phones, there's a lot of reasons why, like, us getting these instant, like, dopamine fixes, it isn't allowing us to feel discomfort. It isn't allowing us to feel. And while feeling is both the best and worst thing you can do as a human, it's the most important thing you can do as a human. And our phones are genuinely taking that away from us because we feel any sort of discomfort. And what do? Pick up my phone and scroll. That is so unhealthy. And I get it. I'm talking from a place of, like, I've been there. And I know that, like, I know both sides. I know how beneficial it can be sometimes to, like, just be like, oh, there's a bee in my house, so this is why we shouldn't open the door. Okay. Okay, so unfortunately we lost that train of thought. But at the end of the day, I think there's a level of fear that we have, or hold on, there's a level of fear that I've personally experienced with my anxiety of feeling like I don't know how to do the thing that I want to do, or like I don't know how to live the life that I want to live. And like there's so much anxiety in that experience of like, I don't want to do it. I don't know how to do it. There's discomfort there. There's like, let's just lock that away in a box and I could scroll on my phone because that's nice and easy to do, right? But something that I've realized over this journey is that there's actually a huge fear, if not a bigger fear, of what if I did nothing with my life? What if I sat on my phone my entire life? That's genuinely terrifying. I don't want to scroll my life away. I want to genuinely get to live my own life. And if I don't get off my phone, I won't be living a real in IRL life. I'll be living it through a screen, and that's not living. To me, it's not. Because I want to have experiences and experience life, and yes, it can be intimidating. Yes, there's anxiety attached to trying new things and experiencing new things, but thankfully, I've had experiences in my life to remind me and to think back on that tell me, yes, but it's worth it. It's worth it to like fall in love and get your heart broken because you had a good time, you learned beautiful lessons, and like maybe that's not the best example because like that one's a pretty hard one. But it's worth it to go travel, to go try new foods, to go try a class you've been wanting to try, or to like experience the world, experience people, even just going out to like stores and having these like small little interactions that just make your day better. Like to me, life is about connection in a lot of ways. And like I'm one of those people. I love people. I'm an extrovert. So I just love that. And if you're not a people person, if that's not your thing, go scrapbook, go craft, go follow your passions. Like, and also there's such a toxic concept of like your passions having to be monetized. Babe, they don't need to be monetized. Just go have fun with them. You can share them if you want. They can also just be yours. That can be between me, myself, and I. You know what I mean? So, little inside joke for yourself. You know what I mean? So, in addition to how it's ruining my own personal life and how it's impacted my own personal life, I kind of wanted to talk about the grander scale of how it's also impacting the world. And a good friend of mine gave me some suggestions on. She works with kids and was kind of describing how it's impacting kids. And honestly, I think a lot of this is relevant to pretty much everyone. That we all see that things should become instant, that everything is instant satisfaction. I mean, we literally have Amazon where you expect to get things a day later. We have where text messages are supposed to be sent like the very second they're sent. And it's like a lot of that's unrealistic, especially like if we learn to start growing and improving our lives to be less on the phone and more living life. There's times where we're not going to be on the phone and we're not going to immediately text back because we're off doing other things, and that's okay. You know what I mean? But there's this, she's just noticed that with the kids, like, that she works with, that everything is expected to be instant satisfaction, instant gratification. She's also noticed that there's just lower attention spans, that everyone thinks that everything should be graded immediately. It's just dangerous for everyone because our attention spans are so low. We expect everything to be instant gratification, and that's not good for anyone. I also think it's really interesting if you start looking at how art is being done, you'll hear it like, oh, all of the songs are just TikTok songs now. And because they have to be, you got to have that 10 seconds to grab everyone's attention or whatever, and do the dances and everything. And like, God, I'm making myself sound old. I just don't do TikTok anymore. I think it's interesting to also see how art has shifted along with our attention spans. That the songs are quicker and catchier, and that the art that we're shown, I mean, some of these artists take days, weeks, months to create something, and they'll show it to you in a 1-minute clip. And I just think that's almost a dishonor to their art. Like, there's a process to it, and we shouldn't be cutting it down to something that is that short, that's like stuffed in between like a news reel and something else. I don't know. I also think that one other really important concept is that we're losing the ability, with losing our attention spans, we're also losing the ability to create. And that's a pretty broad concept that I'm saying right there, but in a way, I think we are losing the ability to create. Because the ability to create takes time, it takes effort, it takes mistakes, it takes discomfort, it takes feeling and processing. And when we're constantly scrolling, we're not going to be getting any of that. Yeah, I think in a world where we are consuming so much, it hinders our ability to create. And I think one of the main beauties of life is to create. And one other thing that I think is really important to discuss in like this overall grand scheme of what's happening in our world is just how much how much social media encourages us not to process things. Because we're just scrolling so many things. I thought it was really interesting. I work with a therapist, and she was talking about how when we scroll one thing, we watch it, but then we scroll into the next thing and we never fully process it. I don't know why, the way she was phrasing it, I was like, damn, you kind of right though. And I was like, she was like, a practice that you could have is watch one video. Like, she was like, you watch your cute little duck video, the little gaggle of geese walking around on the pond, I don't know, and then pause it and like process, like, what did that bring up for you? Like, why did you enjoy that? Like, she was saying you could take it as far as like journaling about it. And I know that, again, I'm going to mention her again, Mia's Digital Diary. She has a media journal, and I think that's a fantastic idea. I haven't personally adopted that yet, but it's still something that's sitting in the back of my mind for me to eventually do, because being able to process your media like that is absolutely incredible. And like, even if that means you could stop watching as much as you're doing, because then you're processing more. And it would be less like you're scrolling and then you leave and you're like, I don't even know what I watched. It'd be like, oh, I scrolled and I watched only like, this is a low number obviously, but like 5 or 6 reels, and I actually get to process all of them. And it can help you realize what you're consuming and like bring some mindfulness to it, which I think is really incredible. And speaking of that great tip, that segues into the next video that I'll be putting out. This is going to be a 2-part video. This one is called My Phone is Ruining My Life. The next one is going to be called How to Get Off Your Phone and Stay Off. And that's going to be where I give you a shit ton of tips. So thank you so much for watching my very first YouTube video. this is a massive, massive deal for me. Truly, getting off my phone has been the process to get to where I am now so that I can put out this YouTube video, so that I have started having experiences and living my life again, and like being in a place where I can start creating and be in a place where I can feel like I can go forth in my dreams and do what I've always wanted to do. And so if you want to follow along, I'm going to have another YouTube video, like I said, with a bunch of tips. And that one's going to really be helpful. It's going to describe more in depth about my journey, what I've done to get where I am, how I went from like on my phone all the time to slowly but surely get completely off of social media. Because again, it was not a quick process. It's taken me like a year and a half to be where I am right now, but it's allowed me to start living life, and I think that's hella worth it. So if you want to see that video, you can maybe click somewhere, or I think it'll actually be out in 2 weeks. Yeah, I'll be posting every other week is my current thought process. And you will not get the same content from me. If you want to subscribe, you're subscribing for the vibes. You're not subscribing for the content. I want to use this channel as a place to basically explore the world with you, and you get to come along the journey with me. So it's going to be more like a vlog type situation. I want to basically have a channel that's all about overcoming my anxiety, to try and have the experiences that I want to have, to try the things that I've wanted to try. I also have massive ADHD, and I get hyperfixated on so many different random topics. So we're going to go like literally exploring everything. So if you just love exploring, if you love following different paths and different avenues, and like if you like learning. Hey everyone, okay, so fun fact, the last video, the microphone just stopped working, but thankfully it was only like the last 2 minutes of the video, so we're good. But I'm gonna shoot the intro now. Hopefully you can hear me because I'm not gonna use that microphone. And the lighting is also very, very different, but we're going with it. Happy first YouTube video. But yeah, basically I was just saying that if you like the vibes, subscribe. If you want to like learn new things, if you want to just like come along with the adventure, it's gonna be very like vloggy type style. Because this is my first YouTube video, it would absolutely mean the world to me if you will comment. Literally, that helps so much. If you will like this video, literally, please. And then if you want to subscribe, absolutely subscribe. But again, like I said, it's just you're following me, you're following moi. I'll be changing up the actual like specific content that I do every single time. So it's more of a personality channel than anything else. To conclude the video, I just want this to be a video that hopefully is your spark and or motivation to get off your phone and start living your best life, girlfriend. Like, hello diva, you deserve the best, and trust me, your phone is not giving it to you. There's so much else to live for and do and experience and enjoy. So go live your best life. I love you so much. And thank you for watching my first YouTube video. Again, any comment, subscribe. And also, if you comment, best believe I will respond, okay? It's my first YouTube video. Of course I'll respond. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful week. I will see you in 2 weeks with my next video on all the tips and like a good breakdown of how I have gotten off of social media. So I will see you in the next one. My phone is ruining my life. My phone is ruining my life, my mans. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you were catching all this genius words coming out of my mouth, because that was good grammar. Oh my god, you guys, you should subscribe.